This morning, the sound of splintering would jolted her awake, a sharp crash, like something caving in under its own weight. Barefoot, tangled in her nightshirt, she raced downstairs, heart hammering. And then she froze. The safe was wide open, gutted. The cash gone. A velvet box cracked on the floor, glass glittering in pieces where the watches once lay. Her knees buckled, and she screamed my name, begging, pleading, voice trembling like a child who had lost the world. Please, don't. Please, I'll fix it. But I just stood there, watching her collapse. It hadn't always been this way. She used to be my gravity, the woman who could disarm me with a smile, who leaned against me while pasta boiled, whispering that I was the only man she would ever trust. I gave her that trust recklessly, without hesitation. We built years together. Laughter, vacations, nights dreaming of futures. I thought we were unbreakable. Until the evening her phone lit up on the counter. A message. Hope your clueless husband doesn't catch on. See you tonight. My stomach coiled into steel. I asked. She laughed, called it a joke, mocked my insecurity. And for the first time, I heard the fracture in her laugh. After that, I didn't confront her again. I didn't need to. I just started noticing. The late nights, the work trips, the way her eyes flared at every hidden notification. Something inside me shifted. Not rage, not heartbreak. Something colder. I wasn't going to cry. I wasn't going to beg. I was going to wait. For weeks, I wore a mask. Smiling, nodding, pretending to swallow her excuses. But in the shadows, I built my own blueprint. I copied her phone while she slept. Pulled statements, screenshots, hotel confirmations, laundry invoices charged to his corporate card. Every secret she thought was buried, I unearthed and catalogued. I called my attorney, restructured assets, shifted accounts, moved the house into new hands, mine. By the time I was done, she was living in a home she no longer owned. Then I let the cracks show, left her phone unlocked, asked casual questions I had no right to know, watched her laugh tighten, her eyes dart. Panic flickered in her every gesture. She knew something was wrong. She just didn't know how much. Then I baited the hook, suggested refinancing the house, slid a few documents across the table. Distracted, wrapped up in her affair, she barely skimmed them before signing. That scroll of her pen severed her rights forever. Finally, the match dropped. One night, her office flame sent me a smug message. You should thank me. I'm keeping her satisfied for you. I didn't answer. I forwarded the entire archive to his wife, screenshots, logs, receipts. The explosion was instant. His marriage crumbled, his reputation torched, his career salted to ash. And my wife? She was left holding smoke. That's when I staged this morning. The crash of the safe, the staged wreckage, the illusion of everything falling apart at once. She stumbled into the ruins and broke before my eyes. Mascara streaked, fingers trembling. She reached for me. Please, I'll stop. I'll fix it. Just undo this. But there was nothing left to undo. I let her see the paperwork scattered across the table, her own signature glaring back at her, proof that everything was already mine. Her face drained. She whispered, half horrified, half awed, You planned this? Yes. One word. Final. Unshakable. I didn't scream. Didn't curse. Didn't give her the pleasure of seeing me shattered. I was calm, precise, like placing the final piece of a puzzle I had been building for months. Because betrayal doesn't always erupt in fire. Sometimes it waits, patient. And revenge, when it comes, arrives with surgical clarity. Now she finally understands what I knew the second that text flashed across her phone. I was never the clueless husband. I was the architect, letting her sign her own collapse one piece at a time. This morning wasn't a breakdown for me. It was an unveiling. The masterpiece completed in silence. She thought she had secrets, but I was the only secret worth fearing. So when she begged, sobbing, I turned away, because some ruins should never be rebuilt. Justice doesn't always thunder. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it watches. Sometimes it waits until the sound of breaking wood pulls you from sleep and drops you to your knees among the wreckage of your lies. I didn't lose a wife today. She lost a husband. And I walked away with something rarer than love. Peace.